Your mind is a powerful tool. Be positive. You will make it. You will do it. You are going to come out of this, and it's just a matter of time. People lost their jobs. The same companies called them back a year later, 2 years later, but they were almost dead in those 1.5 years. Relax. These days they will go through. Some are positive and some are negative. But for a believer, it's a blessing in the negativity. So you say, oh Allah, I thank you. You get up. You pray, you cry. Allah says, I'm going to delay you because I need tears to roll. So you haven't yet cried. So Allah says, wait, pray again. You pray again, a week later, a month later. Then this one is asking for their payment. The other one is asking for something. Your rent is due. You can't afford food. And one day you break down in tears. And Allah says, I was waiting for this. What blessing is it? Tears rolling down your eyes are the means of your entry into paradise. You become a VIP when you remember Allah and your eyes are filled with the tears only. رَجُلٌ ذَكَرَ اللَّهَ خَالِيًا فَفَاضَتْ عَيْنَاهُ. For someone who remembers Allah and their eyes are filled with tears, that is such a great blessing that you're called on the day of judgment to a separate, unique place. Imagine when those tears roll down the cheeks. What a blessing is that? Allah says, you finally cried. Oh, subhanallah. You don't miss a prayer. You've improved on everything. You've sought the forgiveness of Allah. Your dress code, everything has improved. And mashallah, what a great blessing. If it took the loss of a job for you to get to this level of closeness with Allah, I promise you, it's a blessing. Nobody looks at it that way. Then you keep trying. You apply here for a job. You apply there for a job. You go back there. You try and get some training done. You do something positive during these days that you might be slightly free. You make sure you learn Quran. Perhaps you join a course. You increase your knowledge. And you keep applying and continue. And one day you will get a job offer far beyond what you imagined. And then when you're sitting in the new position, and trust me, I have people whom I've spoken to and addressed, and people whom I've interacted with and helped, who have confirmed this. Not one, but many of them. They say, now that I'm sitting in my new job, I can't thank Allah enough. It is way beyond. The pay is better, the hours are easier, there's more respect around me, there's this and there's that. And where I was, when I lost it, I cried so much and I was like, my world has come to an end. I know people who've lost in business. Trust me, the biggest blessing is that it should bring you closer to Allah. You're a believer. Sometimes people resort to alcohol, perhaps. They resort to intoxicants in other parts of the world. But we are believers, we don't do that. We continue to turn to Allah, pray. Don't lose hope. Allah says, never lose hope. No way. Losing hope is not in my dictionary. It shouldn't be in yours. That's the blessing that Allah has bestowed upon us. And then Allah opens the doors in a way that you can't imagine. That is a blessing in what we looked at as negative. Sometimes you go through a health matter. Good health, we say, I am blessed. Sometimes when you are diagnosed something that is negative, there could be a blessing in it for you, because Allah will open other doors. I remember a brother, this is a true story that happened. A brother suffered with an appendicitis, and it's a procedure, it's quite common. And he happened to go to the hospital, and on his way, he called me and he says, Sheikh, please pray. I'm going to this hospital, and I said, look, it's just a procedure. You're lucky that they caught it in time, and inshallah, everything will be okay. But when you pray for yourself, that's also very, very powerful, because you're broken to the degree where you're helpless, and Allah loves it when you admit your helplessness and the power of Allah.